Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Against the Public for August 3rd, 2025. We smashed those books again last night. Our premium plays 4-1. We cashed our free play last night. So it's been a good weekend so far. And let's finish it off with a strong Sunday. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for joining me. This is your first glance at the opening numbers and movement for Sunday's biggest games. Let's get to it. Major League Baseball off and running so far. A couple early starts in Boston and, of course, at Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. The Reds and the Braves will also start momentarily at Bristol Motor Speedway, and I assume I had a whole thing written up about house rules and what should have happened with your book last night. Some people got their money back. Some people, the game, according to most house rules, is still in action this morning. So we'll see what happens this morning with it being Pacific time in the afternoon Eastern time. Our focus is going to be on tonight's Sunday night baseball game, as it has been all weekend. Detroit Tigers, Philadelphia Phillies. This game is going to be on your Major League Baseball and All Access card. So we'll just touch on this game briefly. Charlie Morton, 7-8, 5.42 ERA, will make his first start for the Tigers. Of course, he was a trade deadline deal with the Baltimore Orioles. His opposition, Christopher Sanchez, 9-3, 2.55 ERA for the Phils. Sanchez is the top 10 pitcher in ERA and strikeouts. He's had a great year. Also, he has not committed an error in 130 plus innings this season. So there's that. He's number one in that category as well. So he's had a great year. This is a really good matchup between two pitchers I have always respected. And despite Charlie Morton's 7-8 record, he is definitely a guy that you want on your roster down the stretch. Philadelphia, $1.87 favorite. That's been bet down. They open up $1.96 consensus favorite. Your total is 8 over minus $1.18. Sharps are all over the Tigers and the under, but the public is almost split down the middle. Less decisive, 52% on the Tigers, and we see 70% of the money on the over. First pitch, 7:10 Eastern Time, 4:10 Pacific Time. By the way, going back to that game at Bristol Motor Speedway, they're supposed to resume that game at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. So we'll see if that happens. It's a little bit of chaos, and I had a whole thing here. The house rules, the general house rules say that if a game is suspended and resumed the next day, all full game bets, that's including money line, run line totals, they remain all alive as long as the game is completed within 36 hours of the original scheduled start time. That's the general rule amongst most casinos. Action bets, which are not pitcher-dependent games, still valid unless the game is officially canceled or not resumed within that window. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, let me know how most of that ended for you. I had continue to have a wager on that game, and we'll see how that all plays out today. It looks like we're going to have 3 games on your Major League Baseball and All Access card today, with 2 remaining, so jump on those games. WNBA comes in with a 5-game card today, starting with Indiana and Seattle taking center stage. Both teams are tied for that fifth spot in the WNBA standings, so a big game for both of those clubs. Storm, 2.5-point favorite after opening up at 3.5. The total's moved up 4 points to 163.5. And both teams feature guards that rank amongst the top 5 in field goal percentage. So this is going to be a quick-paced game, which is why we see the total where it is. I thought, and I'm not surprised that the betting public is all over the over on this. This is 2 very efficient teams. I thought we'd see this total over that 165 mark, but right now it's at 163. And, of course, that opened up at 159.5. So a little bit of a surprise there. Maybe it's a trap spot. Let me know what you think on that game. And guys, before we move on, we have to talk about what we did and what we've done in the WNBA. After another winning card on Saturday, my customers have now cashed 63% winners over the last 7 days. That's number 1 amongst cappers with at least 10 plays, and number 1 overall over the last 30 days with 61% winners in the WNBA. So Guys, I know. I mean, you may not watch it, you may not bet it all the time, but it doesn't matter where the money comes from as long as it does. And we are absolutely smashing the W, especially over the last couple months. So don't miss out on Sunday's card. And all access customers are going to have 6 games on their all access pass. We are 4 days away from the resumption, if that's a word. I think that's a word, from the resumption of the NFL preseason, starting with the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. Almost said Orioles. Been saving Orioles for 6 months now. Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore Ravens, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Shortly after that, the Bengals and the Eagles will kick off with Las Vegas and Seattle in the nightcap. All 3 home teams, as we said yesterday, are a 1.5 favorite, and all the totals are almost the same. The Colts and Ravens is 34.5, while the other 2 games are at 35.5. There's been some movement. The Colts opened up -1.5, 34.5, and now it's Baltimore -1.5 in this game, which made it symmetrical for me, which makes me happy. The Eagles open up 2.5. That's been bet down to 1.5, and we're seeing some movement on the juice in the nightcap with Seattle -1.5, -$1.12 after opening up, -1.5, -$1.20. So that's your update on the NFL preseason games coming up this week or on Thursday. I have my brand new NFL season pass, preseason pass up there, locked and loaded, $199.99. And of course, my season pass, you can get NFL and college football season passes. They're up on the Pickdawgz website as we speak. If you're not a member right now, just go to pickdawgz.com and click on that all-access pass. That will give you every play that I release from now till the end of the duration of the package. And, of course, guys, talking about duration of packages, the annual all-access pass, this is the time of year to jump on that. Just $5 a day, a little bit over $5 a day, will give you every play I release from now to this time next year. That will take you all the way through the NFL and college football season, the NHL season, NBA, college basketball, set you back at this point next year in Major League Baseball. So I also have a 3-day pass, 7-day, and 30-day. There's something there for everyone, including 3-packs and individual plays. And, of course, I will prorate all my Major League Baseball and WNBA season packages soon. So check that. Hit that link below and take you to the brand new pickdawgz.com website. Let's get to your free play for Saturday. Check that. Sunday. Another sign that maybe your handicapper is doing things right. You don't want your handicapper to look like he's gotten sleep, and you don't want your handicapper to know what day it is. We know it's Sunday. Okay. Yeah, it's a constant battle, guys. Okay, let's get to rotation number 965, 966 between the Chicago White Sox and Los Angeles Angels. Sean Burke, 4-8, 4.17 ERA. Attempts to get the sweep for the Sox against the Angels, and his way is Jack Kohanowitz, 3-9, 5.75 ERA. Angels have been bet down to $1.35. They open up $1.42. Total has ticked down to 9.5 after opening up at 10. This is a hardcore pros versus Joes matchup. We see 90% of the money coming in on the Angels and 51% on the over. That's not a surprise. The Angels at home lost their first 2. The do factor is always in place in Game 3. Public and sharp money clearly disagree on the side and total in this one. Numbers don't look good for Jack Kohanowitz, but terrific in his last start against the Rangers. In history against the White Sox, should give us a little bit of a boost of confidence, putting our money behind him. And, of course, he's allowed just 4 earned runs over the last 20 innings against Chicago dating back to last season. That equates to a 1.35 ERA and 3 career starts. And in those 3 career starts, he has gone at least 6 innings, which is very, very important when we're talking about the Angels. His lone head-to-head matchup with the White Sox this season produced a line of 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and 4 Ks. And despite the results of the first 2 games of the series, this is still a massive mismatch in power. Of course, we know that the Angels are a top 5 team in homers, and the Sox are near the bottom in slugging and runs scored. So still a massive mismatch when we're talking about power in the lineup. Part of that, though, is whether or not Mike Trout is going to play, and he is still listed as day-to-day. He missed the first 2 games of this series. There is no information. Believe me, guys, I have tried to uncover any little tidbit to figure out whether or not Trout is going to play, other than looking at this number. All things indicate to me that he will try to play, and he is 75% to go. I'm counting on him to play, but even if he's not in the lineup, there's still a mismatch between these 2 teams. This should be a very motivated Angels team, and whether Trout plays or not, I'm still taking the Los Angeles Angels. We're going to give up $1.35, but that's going to be your free play for Sunday. Now, guys, go to pickdawgz.com, where every individual play and every long-term pass is locked and loaded, including my annual all-access pass for just over $5 a day, a little over $5 a day. Don't forget, I have my premium Major League Baseball and WNBA plays up at Pickdawgz right now. I can't thank you enough for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe button, and of course you can find me on X at Dana Lane Sports. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Sunday.